Hello everyone, welcome back to Excel session. So today I am going to give you demonstration on VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP function. So as you know, VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP function are very useful functions. Both functions are used to search data in the given table. So I am going to demonstrate these functions with the help of a sample spreadsheet. Let's take again the example of employees sheet. So this is a spreadsheet containing information about employee and various their department. And first of all, I am going to demonstrate you VLOOKUP function. VLOOKUP, as the name indicates, V stands for vertical lookup. So when my data is arranged in columns, then we use VLOOKUP function. Column in the sense records are in rows and headings are in uh, different columns. So here suppose this is my master table. It contains information about employee code, name and department. Now I want to make another table which is sample table contain where I want to store salary information of the employee. So here I need to uh, enter the name and basic salary of the employee. So here what I will do, I will take the help of lookup function. So these are the employee codes whose basic information I need to enter here. But one option is I will search the name corresponding to these employee code manually in this table. But since these are five around 10 records, so it easier for me to search. But sometimes in actual application there are a lot of employees, around 500,000 employees. In that big data, that much big data, it is difficult to search for the corresponding employee name corresponding to employee code. So VLOOKUP function is proved to be very useful in that case. So let's start with VLOOKUP first. So we, as you know, always all the functions in Excel starts with equal to sign, give equal to sign, where you want to retrieve the value corresponding to this employee code. Then VLOOKUP. After that, opening parenthesis. This is the syntax for VLOOKUP function. First of all, you need to specify the search key or search key cell address. Then you will specify range, means complete data table, where the complete data table exists. Then you need to specify the index of the column uh, for which you want to search the value. Okay, and is sorted is optional. So let's start. So first I will specify the range. So I want to look for A17. My cell address is in A17. Then after that, just a minute. So I will give here A17. Then after that, I need to specify the complete table range. So my complete table range is this. So here I need to include heading as well. A2 to C12 is my complete data table for employee. Then I need to give the column in which I need to search for the corresponding value for the employee code. So here the column number for employee name is 2. As you can see, this is column number 1 and this is 2. So here the numbering starts from 1, 2, 3, not from 0. So column number or column index for name is 2. So I will enter 2 here and press enter C. So it's automatically display here the fetch the corresponding name corresponding to this employee code 1001. Similarly, I can copy this formula for the employee code. Now I am copying this, so it's fetching the this corresponding name for 1002 is Manish. It's fetching the result correct, although it's fetching the result correct, but once you copy the formula, you can see the data range is changing. Become A3 to C13. Again you go, it become A4 to C14. That means we need to make this data range as absolute. Otherwise, it will keep on changing. Okay, so we need to make it fixed. So in order to make it absolute, select this, and the shortcut key to make the cell address as absolute is function key F4. So it become fixed, because now it's not giving error, it's giving correct error. But if you fetch lot of other employee name for other employee as well, that then it could give error, because right now there are empty cells, but it is possible there is data below the table. So it is always recommended to make the table range as absolute. Now I am entering it again and copy this formula again to the this. So this is all about the VLOOKUP function. So here I can enter the salary. So it reduce my time of searching, and it makes my work faster, and there are less chances of error. So this is all about VLOOKUP function. HLOOKUP function is similar to VLOOKUP function. Only difference between HLOOKUP and VLOOKUP is HLOOKUP horizontally search for the data. So when my table is in layout is in different fashion, that means headings, header row, that is employee code, name and department in rows, and records of various employees are in columns. Then I need to use HLOOKUP instead of VLOOKUP. Let's start with HLOOKUP function. So I have created a sample sheet for same I have created a sample sheet using the same data for HLOOKUP. Let's suppose my data is arranged like this. Headings, employee code, name and department are in rows instead of column, and records are in rows. Records are of various employees are I have stored in the rows. So in that case, I can't apply VLOOKUP. I need to apply HLOOKUP. So let's suppose I want to fetch the name of these three employees, and I want to maintain leave sheet for these employees. Okay, so here also I need to enter the name again. Again, one option is manually copy paste, but again it could be the problem for large sheet. So better is to take the help of Excel HLOOKUP function. So again the formula will start for equal to, then type HLOOKUP, then open bracket, then here again first of all you need to give the search key, or the key value which you want to search the another value for another column, like that is in our case name column. So this is my search key A10. Then I will provide the table range. Here also you need to select whole data including the heading. So this is my table range, and I am making it absolute in order to avoid the chances of error. So making it absolute by pressing F4 key. Then again, this time instead of column index, I will give row index. So I want to search in the name row. So row index for this row is uh, first, number one is the row index for employee code, and 2 is for name, and 3 is for department. So here my row index will be 2. Okay, I am entering the formula. So again it's picking the, let's see, wow, it's picking the correct result. So I will copy this. Okay, so like this I can make my sheet for all the employees. So as you can see how simpler become my work. Now I can enter rest of the information like CL15 and this, then can 12. So this is the dummy data, not actual. So you can enter it as per the requirement. This is just a sample sheet, so don't go for details. So this is all about HLOOKUP and VLOOKUP functions. So uh, let me summarize these functions. So today we learn about VLOOKUP function. This is the syntax. VLOOKUP is used for vertically looking up the value in the leftmost column, and then it finds the value for the for the corresponding column you specify. And this is the syntax. And HLOOKUP is used for horizontal search. Here also the syntax is first is search key or lookup value, then table array or range, or row index in which you want to fetch the value corresponding to the search key. Okay, so this is all about VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP function. If you have any queries related to it, feel free to email me or message me. I hope you like this session. Guys, this VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP are very useful functions, and it is most of the CA students or in CA organizations, these functions are used, and these are also used in data science as well for data analysis and analytics field. So it is it is very going to be very useful. So you practice these functions and let me know if you are able to use these functions or not, and feel free to message me. And please don't forget to subscribe my channel in order to get the notification of such kind of useful videos in future, and I will keep on recording these videos on the functions which are mostly used. Thank you. Bye bye.